Good evening, everyone. It's Father Neil. It's Thursday, the 5th of November. Time for my weekly update. Not a whole lot new to report. The biggest thing I suspect that's on many people's mind is Renew My Church. And as we suspected, the Presbyterial Council and the Renew My Church team has asked us as a group to do a little bit more discernment with some of the parishes in our deanery to the east of us. And so that will take place later on this month and in early December. So we may have a decision before Christmas and maybe until January, not sure. So what was scheduled for the 11th of November, next Wednesday, to be a reveal meeting, an announcement meeting, is not going to happen at this point. And so as soon as we get some more information about what that discernment may look like, and we won't know that until we meet in a couple of weeks, then I'll let you know as soon as we know what's happening. But in the meantime, we continue to do what we've always been doing. We still are in need of volunteers for Mass and other events, still celebrating funerals and weddings and baptisms. So we're moving along. The school is doing quite well. The faith formation classes online and the confirmation prep classes are going quite well. Again, it's a lot more work for our teachers, our catechists, and our volunteers, but it does keep the programs alive and moving, and certainly keeps our families as safe as we possibly can. So that's all to the good. We did finally get some clarification about Christmas and Advent and those types of procedures, and so we will be publishing the Christmas schedule fairly soon. For Advent, we're not allowed to do individual confessions in a communal penance service, so it's not quite clear where we'll just have a prayer service and other times for individual confession or not. I have to meet with the staff and discuss how best to do that and schedule that. I suspect there'll be a little bit of both. I suspect we'll have some small prayer service for healing and reconciliation, and then we'll also have times when people can come in for individual reconciliation in addition to our Saturday afternoon before Mass. So that's kind of progressing as best we can. We do have video streaming capability now, so hopefully next Saturday's Mass will be video streamed live. If not, it'll be the following week. So that will be a good thing, because that's what our big hope for Christmas is, that we'll be able to do that for Christmas Eve and Christmas Day as well. So that's going fairly well as far as that's concerned. Nothing new to report in terms of the budgeting process. We're still trying to be on track as much as we can. Our collections are still slightly down from where they were last year, but people are very generous. And so again, my appeal is, if you have been very generous, thank you. If you can do a little bit more, and we deeply appreciate it. And those, of course, of you who are struggling and can't do anything more right now, that's certainly fine. And we sympathize with your struggles. So we obviously do not yet have an official announcement about who the president will be. There's still some counting going on. We have seen most of the other races. So locally, and some of the Senate races, I guess, are still to be decided. So we will have some better knowledge, down the road in a few days. Hopefully by my update next week, we'll know more. But in the meantime, I think for us as Catholics, and certainly here in Jefferson Park, our duty is the same: to continue to pray for one another, to continue to support the common good, to pray for peace, and certainly whoever the new president is, and half the country will be disappointed, that we work together to try to promote the common good as best we can. And I want to ask everyone, of course, in this troubled times, we're blessed that we didn't seem to have any disturbances over the election night or yesterday. So hopefully that will continue to pray for our police, all of our first responders, that they be kept safe, and certainly pray for all of our people that that there will be no disturbances that will distort the common good. As far as the shutdown from the governor is concerned, with the restaurants closing down, there's going to be some more economic hardship. So patronize local restaurants if you can afford to, through takeout or delivery, and continue to try to pray for that healing as well. So meanwhile, stay safe, continue to use your masks. To me, it's common sense to keep everybody safe. I think our positivity rate now is over 9%, and so that's not as good odds as it was a couple of months ago. So please continue to be safe, and as the holiday seasons approach, make sure that even though we're going to get together with family and friends, that you continue to try to practice those safe practices of social distancing and washing your hands and so forth and so on, simply to keep everybody safe. One thing that the Archdiocese is doing is that they've announced that the schools will be closed. I think I don't know if I mentioned that last week or not, but the schools will be closed for the 2 weeks after Christmas, and everything will be e-learning from home for the entire school, so that if anybody who has traveled has a chance to self-quarantine and make sure that everybody's safe when they come back to school. That does not affect the church. We hopefully people who do travel and particularly put themselves at risk because of family gatherings or may have put themselves at risk would self-quarantine, self-isolate to protect the rest of us, but we'll continue to do all of our health and safety procedures that we have been doing. There's been nothing new coming out in the Archdiocese about that, so we'll continue to do all those things as well. So stay safe, stay healthy, and please call if anything comes up, if you have any questions, and I will see you next Thursday and perhaps some of you this weekend as well. God bless you all, and take care now.